So we'll start in, oh, someone can't hear me. So earlier I was talking to people. Can others hear me right now? Someone give me some kind of signal.
Can hear you.
Okay, Debbie, it might just be you. You want to check your volume or something. Other people can hear me. Hey, Catherine. So we are starting in a Shavasana position. Find yourselves laying comfortably on your back. Your feet and arms can be however is most comfortable for you. And if you joined late, I suggested if you have the availability to open a window where you are, it's going to make for a really nice restful Shavasana at the end with the rain outside. So just take a moment here in your Shavasana. Allow your eyes to close. And just take a moment to check in with yourself. Bring your awareness to your breath. And I'm glad to hear that, Debbie. And see if you can lengthen the breath. Feel the lungs expand. Bring space in between each rib as you inhale. And then feel the sensation as your belly drops. And you completely exhale everything from the lungs, empty. Slow everything down here. Slow the quiet chatter in your mind, that constant chatter. Allow the thoughts just to enter, acknowledge them, and let them go. Try not to process them for the next 30 minutes. If you're comfortable where you are in Shavasana and stillness, then stay there. If you want to start taking some movement, we'll go into banana pose. So bring both of your feet to the right corner of your mat. Draw your arms up overhead. And same thing, bring your arms over to the right, top right corner of your mat. Maybe right hand grabs left wrist and just gently stretch through the left side of the body here. Breathe in through the left side of your body. On your next inhale, take it back to center and then move through banana on the other side. So bring your feet to the left corner of your mat. Hands overhead to the left top corner of your mat. Maybe cross the right ankle over the left. And left hand grabs right wrist. Gentle stretch on the right side body. No pull, don't force, just a gentle stretch. And imagine sending the breath to create space in the right rib cage. On your next inhale, come back to center, and we'll make our way to tabletop position. All fours. Shoulders stacked over wrists, hips stacked over the knees. And we'll move through a cat-cow variation here. If you'd rather do the normal cat-cow, go ahead and do that. But if you feel like maybe you need some stretch in your wrists, I'm going to turn my hands so that my fingers point towards my knees, if that feels comfortable and safe to you. And then on the inhale, allow the tailbone and the gaze to lift for cow. And on the exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin, eyes to thighs, cat. Inhale, cow, look up, and exhale, round for cat. Really moving slow and articulating each movement through the spine. 2 more rounds, moving at your own pace with your own breath. And when that comes to a close for you, maybe just rotate your wrist back and forth a little, get some blood flowing through there. And then we'll meet in a downward facing dog. So send the hips back, tailbone high, pushing through all 10 fingers. Really root through the palms of your hands and create length from your spine, all the way from your tailbone to the crown of your head. You may need to pedal out the feet here if the hamstrings feel tight today. Take that movement nice and slow, purposeful. Inhale here, and then on the exhale, crouching tiger. So your torso comes to rest on your thighs, deep bend in the knee. Inhale, shift forward for a high plank. Shoulders stacked over your wrists, fingers spread wide. Exhale, push it back, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, crouching tiger. Deep bend in the knees. Chest comes to the thighs, pushing through your hands. Inhale, ripple forward, high plank. Create strength here. One long line. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale here. Exhale, crouching tiger. Bend the knees. Chest to thighs. Inhale, ripple forward, high plank. Last time, exhale, downward facing dog. Deep bend in the knees, gaze between your hands, and then step or hop to the front of your mat. And we'll move into a ragdoll position here. So feet are about hips distance apart. Allow a gentle bend in the knees if that feels good for you, if you need that stretch here. And then maybe the hands just hang heavy towards the mat. Allow your chest to rest on your thighs. This is a deep release for the low back here. Maybe grab elbow to elbow. Just allow your upper body to hang heavy towards the earth. It may feel good to sway from side to side. Maybe release any tension in the neck by shaking the head yes and no. Connect with your breath here. And then on the inhale, we'll slowly, like a zombie, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Head is the last to lift. And once you get there, do a nice, big, slow circle of the shoulders a couple of times here. Going backwards. And then maybe take it forwards. Shoulder rolls forward. And then we'll run through a few sun salutation A here. So feet can come together or they can be hips distance apart. Hands at heart center to your chest. Inhale, sweep the arms skyward. And then exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, create a flat back. So push the palms of your hands into your shins. Draw the shoulder blades together and down your back to create length here. Exhale, plant your hands, forward fold. Step back into your high plank. Again, shoulders are stacked on top of the wrist, fingers are spread wide. Notice if you're kind of creating a V shape and sending your seat up high. See if you can send your body forward so your shoulders are stacked over your wrists. You've got more of a straight line. Inhale to shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. That can either be down on your knees or on your toes. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Gaze between your hands. Step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms sweep skyward. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, sweep the arms skyward. Exhale, forward fold down midline. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into your high plank. Inhale, shift forward onto your tippy toes. And then exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment here. One full cycle of breath. Activate your Ujjayi breath, sounds of the ocean, by constricting the muscles in your throat, as if you're fogging a mirror. On the inhale, right leg rises for three-legged dog. Hips are square to the mat, right toes pointing towards the earth. Exhale, right knee taps right elbow. Inhale, send it back, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee taps left elbow. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, knee to nose, hold it here. Allow the knee to hover over the mat and use your core to lift it back up. 3 times. Hover, lift, hover, lift, hover, lift, and then plant your foot between your hands. Pivot the left foot down. Inhale, reach the arms skyward for warrior 1. Check in with your alignment here. Hips are pointing forward like headlights. So you may need to adjust your feet to do that. Shoulders down away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale, cactus, open the arms. Be able to stretch in the chest here. Inhale, reach the arms long. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, release the hands, clasp the hands behind the back. And then on the inhale, draw the hands down low and look up. Really shine your heart forward here. Inhale. Exhale, humble warrior. So we lower our chest on the inside of our right knee. And hand packages up and over our head. Gaze is at your left foot. Draw the shoulders away from the neck. Inhale, come back up, release the hands, warrior 1. And on your exhale, open to your left, warrior 2. Gazes over your right middle finger. Reposition your feet if you need to. Check to see if your right knee is stacked over the right ankle. It can be a little behind, right on top, but you don't want to go beyond, so to protect the knee. Strength through the arms, shoulders down, away from the ears. Breathe here. Feel the fire start to burn. Inhale, flip the right palm, sweep it up and over for reverse warrior. Left hand can go down the left leg, or maybe a half bind around the low back. Gaze up at your fingertips, if that feels safe in your neck. And then exhale, back to, we'll go to triangle pose here. So the right knee straightens, and we'll shift our weight forward. Right hand goes forward, left hip goes back. When you can't shift forward anymore, tip over. Right hand goes down, left hand goes up. Shoulders stacked one on top of the other. Imagine you're inside the toaster slot here. So you want to make yourself as flat as possible. Breathe here. And then we'll bring our left hand down, right hand down to frame the right foot. Pivot on the left foot. Left hand goes flat, right arm goes to the sky for a twist. Inhale. And then from here, we'll switch into a side plank. So you have the option to bring the right hand down And then send the right foot back. You can go into a modified side plank with the left knee down. Right leg straight, right arm goes to the sky. Or you can stack legs one on top of the other. Create a rainbow arch underneath your body here. And we'll do 3 wraparounds. So we'll bring our hand down to wrap around our waist and then send it back up to the sky. Exhale, wrap. Inhale, up. Exhale, wrap. Inhale, up. Right hand comes down, we'll move back into a high plank, and then option to flow through a vinyasa here, or meet us in downward facing dog. Notice if you're holding your breath, come back to it. On the inhale, left leg rises, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, across the body. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold it here. Inhale, hover the knee over the mat. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, hover. Exhale, squeeze. Using your core here. One more time. And then we'll send our left foot between our hands here. Pivot on the right foot. And come up for warrior 1. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, cactus, open the arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale, shine the heart forward. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower the hands, clasp behind the back. Inhale, chest goes forward and up. Exhale, humble warrior. So fold inside the left knee. Maybe the hands go up and over. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Breathe here. And then release the hands, make your way back up. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, open to your right, warrior 2. Breathe here. Notice if the left knee is collapsing, draw it out towards the pinky toe. Inhale, left hand flips palm to the sky. And exhale, sweep it up and over for reverse warrior. Inhale, left knee straightens, triangle pose. Left hand shifts forward, right hip shifts back. And then lower the left hand down. Notice if you're dumping your weight in the left hand. So if you're gripping onto your left ankle for dear life, see if you can use your core strength to lift here. Shoulders stacked one on top of the other. Breathe here. And then we'll bring both hands down to frame our left foot. Pivot on the right foot here. And we'll move into our lunge twist. Right hand down, left hand up. Gaze up. And then move into your version of side plank here. Shoulders stacked, hips stacked. Hips a little bit higher. Inhale. Exhale, wrap around the waist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, wrap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, wrap. And then you can lower down back into your high plank. Option to flow through vinyasa or meet us in down dog. And then from down dog, whenever you get there, we'll kind of hop our feet forward, cross our feet, and come into a seated position. And we'll move into a little bit more core work here. So we'll go ahead and lower everything down to the mat. Lift the feet up towards the ceiling. Feet are flexed. Feet touching. Hands along the sides of your body. Palms facing down. So we're going to draw a half circle by lowering our feet down to a 45-degree angle and then zipping it up through the middle. So draw a half circle down, zip it back up. Half circle down, zip it back up. Half circle, lift. One more. Half circle, lift. This time we'll do the opposite. Lower the feet and then half circle up. Lower, draw a half circle up. Lower, lift. Two more. Lower, lift, lower, lift. Last core exercise, we'll draw a half circle down, half circle up. So you're lowering your legs at a 45-degree angle and then lifting them up to a 90. Keep your lower back flat against the mat. So if you find that you're arching your back, don't go quite so low. One more round. And then you can release everything down to the mat. We'll do a quick bridge pose here to counterbalance the core work. So draw your heels in towards your seat and then lift your hips up high. Really push through all four corners of the feet. Draw the knees in towards each other. So try not to allow them to splay out. And breathe here. See if you can lift your hips 1 inch higher. And then lower everything down. We'll kind of rock forward. We'll move into one last downward facing dog today. So however you get there is fine. And then from there, we'll step forward, but we'll step our feet on the outside of our hands. Heels in, toes out. So we're moving into Malasana or Yogi Squat. Nice hip opener here. So you'll lower your seat as much as you can. If your heels don't lower all the way, walk them out a little bit wider. And if you have a block where you're at, it may be helpful to sit on a block. Wherever you're at, create length of the spine. Get tall. And maybe use your elbows to push your knees open here. The hands can be in prayer. And just breathe here. It may feel good if this is comfortable for you. You can stay where you're at. But if you'd like a little bit more twisting and opening, we can do a little half bind here. So or reach our right hand down towards the floor. And then reach the left arm up towards the sky. And if it feels good, wrap it around towards your right hip crease. And draw the left shoulder back. If you're very flexible, you may be able to do a full bind and bring both hands together. I can't do that. And then we'll gently release and take it to the other side if you did that on the right side. So left hand to the floor, right hand reaches up. Inhale and then exhale, find your half or full bind. Draw the right shoulder back. Maybe look up at the ceiling. And then gently release. You can find yourself down into a seated position. And from here, we'll stretch the left leg long, right sole of the foot to the mat. Left toes are flexed. Right hand comes behind you. Left arm reaches up, inhale. And then exhale, find your twist to the right. So you can hook your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. And maybe gaze over your right shoulder. With each inhale, you imagine your spine growing taller. And with each exhale, maybe you twist 1 more millimeter. Keep the left foot active. And then gently release, and we'll take it to the other side. Right toes are flexed towards your face. Left hand behind the hip. Right arm reaches up, inhale. And exhale, twist it to your left. Inhale, grow tall. And exhale, twist. Stay for the next exhale. And then gently release. We'll find our way down, all the way to the mat. Draw the knees in towards the chest. And then send the knees over on top of the hips. Open up your arms into a T, palms facing down. Inhale, and exhale, allow the knees to drop to your right. Gaze maybe goes to your left. Left shoulder on the mat. Stay here if that feels good. If you feel like you need a little bit more, you can take your bottom foot and rest it on top of the left knee. Just using gravity here for a little bit more of a stretch. On your next inhale, gently release, make your way to center. And then exhale, allow the knees to drop to your left. Gaze is to the right. And if you did it on the other side, make it balanced. So you can use your bottom foot and rest it on top of the right knee. Full breath in. Let it go. Inhale, gently make your way back to center. Find your happy baby here. Draw the soles of the feet towards the sky. Hands grip the outer edges of your feet. And see if you can draw your knees towards your armpits. They may not make it, but just imagine that they go there. If you find your head or your tailbone is lifting in order to do that, then release a little bit. Maybe grab your shins or your ankles instead. The goal is that the full length of your spine is on the mat. And then maybe rock from side to side here. And if you're ready, no rush, we'll go ahead and lower down into your version of Shavasana. So just take a moment to get comfortable. Shift your clothes, fix your hair, take any movements that you might need to do to make yourself 5 to 10% more comfortable. If you're not already, lower the gaze, close the eyes. And feel the sensations in your body here. Release any tension. Starting all the way at the space between the eyebrows, your third eye. Scan all the way down to your toes. What can you release to fully surrender into your mat today? And just become aware of the air that touches your skin. Maybe the birds chirping outside. Maybe the drizzle of rain. And find yourself fully relaxed. Shavasana. And gently draw your attention back to your breath. Take a deep breath in. Part the lips side out. One more time. Your deepest breath for the day. Part the lips. Make some noise. Stretch the arms and legs in opposite directions. Make the longest version of yourself possible. Like you just woke up. And then slowly make your way to your right side into fetal position. Making space for the heart. With your eyes closed, gently use your arms to push yourself up into a seated position. Draw your hands to heart center. Take a moment to reconnect. Thank your body for the work that it did today. And know that how you feel right now is totally within your power to feel this way anytime. Draw the thumbs to touch the forehead, to cultivate kind thoughts. Lower the thumbs to the lips, to invite kind words. And then lower the thumbs to reconnect to the heart center for compassion and gratitude. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste.